Hey guys, attorney Jerry Parisi here, and today I'm going to answer the question, can I ignore a debt collection lawsuit in the state of Georgia? Well, the short answer is yes, you can absolutely ignore a debt collection lawsuit if you want to. You don't have to file an answer with the court. You don't have to show up in court on the day of the hearing or the trial. You don't really have to do anything if you don't want to. I guess a better question, however, is, should I ignore a debt collection lawsuit in the state of Georgia? And my recommendation is no, you should not ignore a debt collection lawsuit in the state of Georgia. By filing an answer and responding to the allegations in the lawsuit, in the complaint, sometimes called a statement of claim, it will always put you in a better legal position than if you don't file an answer, if you just ignore the lawsuit. And why is that? So if you ignore a lawsuit, after the 30-day deadline, your case is going to go into default, and then after 15 more days, the plaintiff can request what's called a default judgment. And more than likely, guys, almost always the court is going to give the plaintiff a default judgment if they can show that service has been perfected and they pled everything they needed to plead correctly. So they're going to get a default judgment more likely than not. And that default judgment will allow them to have a lien on all of your personal property and real property in the state of Georgia. And if you move out of the state, then they can domesticate the judgment in another state and have a lien on your property there. So what do I mean by a lien? It allows them to garnish your wages, file a lien on your house, things like that. Garnish your bank accounts, freeze your bank accounts and take the money. So guys, default judgment is what you want to avoid. So how to avoid a default judgment? You file your answer by that 30-day deadline, well in advance of the 30-day deadline. Filing an answer puts you in a better legal position. Like I said, it does three things for you. You can put up a fight, go to court and fight the allegations. It allows you to settle the case. You've got time to enter into a settlement agreement with the plaintiff. And three, even if you, you don't really fight it, you don't settle, you at least make the plaintiff have to prove their case. If they get a default, their allegations stand. They don't have to do anything. But if you file an answer, you make them go to court. You make them have to prove it. Show up to court, guys. And even if you don't say anything, even if you don't do anything, even if you can't afford an attorney, just make them go prove their case. It's harder for them, and it's time consuming. So those are the reasons why I always suggest that you don't ignore a debt collection lawsuit. You file an answer, you show up to court. But the better thing to do is to hire an attorney if you can afford one, if you can find one that's specialized or knows what they're doing as far as debt collection cases go. Thanks, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 404-594-5130. Thanks.